Hello, my friends. How are you? Hiker Dave NE here. For those of you that are not familiar with my channel, I am Hiker Dave, and I have an interest in Bigfoot, and I like to discuss it. And most of the time, I'm out hiking, but due to unforeseen circumstances, and it's hot as Satan's breath outside right now. But I want to kind of make this video about people that think just the thought of Bigfoot is ridiculous and that I'm crazy. And I'm kind of speaking to you, Mr. at Scott Morton, who left me a really nice comment that I'm drinking too much moonshine and smoking too much whatever, and that, you know, that Santa Claus is real and all that. And I'm not mad. I'm Mr. Scott Morton at all. I don't mind those comments. But to those of you who think that this whole subject is ridiculous, I would like to point to the science. Okay? And of course, the first name I'm going to bring up is Dr. Jeff Meldrum. So a little bit of background about Mr. Meldrum, and I'm reading off my laptop because I want to get this right. I don't want to guess on anything. He is a tenured professor of anatomy and anthropology at Idaho State University. He holds a PhD in anatomical sciences with a specialization in physical anthropology. His research focuses on primate locomotion, the evolution of bipedalism, and the Sasquatch phenomenon. He's also the author of Sasquatch, Legend Meets Science. So here we have a tenured professor, scientist who studied like the plaster casts or molds of huge footprints found. And I mean, can footprints be faked or hoaxed? Absolutely. But there's something that I'm not going to say absolutely impossible, but some of the prints that he has studied and looked into are from way back in the day, in the late 60s, early 70s, some of the prints. And they have what is called dermal ridges. So dermal ridges are the raised portions of skin on the fingers and soles of the feet that form the patterns we know as fingerprints and friction ridges. He also speaks of the mid-tarsal break. So that's the foot has almost like a hinge in the middle of the foot. And that is seen in prints, like plaster cast prints that he has studied. When we're talking about a scientist here, not Hiker Dave sitting in his living room speaking to the phone. This is a legitimate scientist who talks about the mid-tarsal break. It is a gait characteristic where the foot exhibits increased flexibility and a medial shift in the center of pressure trajectory during weight transfer from the rear foot to the frontal foot, allowing the foot to relax its joints and ligaments. It's more commonly observed in individuals with flatter feet, higher body mass index, and a tendency to roll inward during walking. So, before you leave the comment of how much moonshine I drink, I would love it if you could do the littlest bit of research. Keep an open mind. It's not so cut and dry as me just drinking too much moonshine and smoking. And there's another doctor I would like to bring up, and that's Dr. Melba Ketchum. So Dr. Melba Ketchum, I've got a little bio here for Mrs. Dr. Melba Ketchum, or Ms., I'm not sure, I apologize for that. So Dr. Melba Ketchum, she is a DNA specialist. She attended Texas A&M University, where she received her doctorate in veterinary medicine. She founded DNA Diagnostics. She is the president and founder of said incorporation. DNA Diagnostics has become a leader in all types of DNA testing, including human and animal forensics, human and animal paternity and parentage testing, disease diagnostics, trait tests, animal and human identity testing, species identification, and sex determination. Well, that's not too bad. Now, I believe she knows what she's talking about. Now, I want to just click over here. So, Dr. Ketchum submitted hair samples to an independent laboratory. She submitted 110 DNA samples from the Sasquatch genome study. Out of that, they had 3 complete genomes, which came back mitochondrial, which is female, and they came back as human. The nuclear DNA came back as unknown. Now, the skeptics claim that all the samples were contaminated. The nuclear DNA was not found in any database compared to any known animals. So I think it's interesting because, when someone says, has questions that Bigfoot, it's ridiculous, there's no proof, I won't even talk about the video of alleged Sasquatch. Some of those videos, I believe, are clear, well, not clear, we all know about the blob squatch, but I have to go back to 1967 and the Patterson-Gimlin Patty film. I am a firm believer that if you want proof for people that don't believe, there it is. It's on video. But I understand that people will say, no, that's fake. It was the guy in a suit. Some guy said, that was me in a suit. That was all malarkey. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out I understand, I'm not a DNA person. I'm not a scientist. And I just wanted to bring up just those 2 names. Maybe go to the Google machine on the interwebs and you can find what it took me 5 minutes to find on the internet. So that being said, guys, it's good to be seen. I hope everyone's doing well. And that's about it for this one. I have a hike planned. I want to say this weekend, but I'm not sure. It has to cool down. I am not. I have a medical sweating problem. I sweat like crazy, and I like hiking to be fun. It's not fun when it's this hot out. It's just brutal. But thank you so much, guys, for clicking. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, I got to show you something. I wanted to show you this. I know everybody just clicked off the video. Probably clicked off the video the first 5 seconds of it. But for anybody that stuck around to the end of the video, here's a couple handprints that Gary discovered on his back sliding glass door that goes out to a little back porch on his back deck. Now, his back deck has no stairs that go down, and it's about, I'm going to say 12, 13 feet, 15 feet in the air. I'll say about 12 feet up off the ground. It's not that someone couldn't have climbed it, I guess, up there and in the middle of the night and just pressed their hands against the glass. I guess that could be a thing. I highly doubt it, especially up here in New Hampshire, and even more especially is considering that Gary, in his back 40 property, I call it, they're on a dirt road, really they're out there in the middle of nowhere, and everybody has protection in their home. It's very common to see people just carrying protection on their hip. So, every home, even I live in a small town. Everybody's got means of protection. It would be pretty brave for someone to scale up onto his back porch, press their hands against the glass, look into his house or whatnot. But I wanted to just show that to you guys. I did show that in a video a year and a half ago when I was doing it. I interviewed Gary, and I did show it. But for those of you maybe who didn't see that, and again, I'll show it to you again. Very interesting. Those prints. And I remember his wife was not happy. And since then, there have been some strange occurrences. Before those prints, something in the middle of the night slapped the side of his house. I caught something on video while we were hiking his back 40, very strange, something on video that it looks like a juvenile Sasquatch. I don't know. I didn't see it real time. It was after the fact that Gary had called me. I was at work saying, you got to check that video. We didn't even see it. And anyways, guys, thank you very much for coming by. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I have like 300 videos if you want to go and check out some of the hikes I've been on, and some interesting things have happened. But thank you again for clicking, and I'll definitely see you guys on the next one.